Hello, today we are going to speak about cups and family. So what is the parallel between a cup and your family? Let's have a look at that. Here's my nice cup, and in a cup we can put tea, we can put coffee, we can put water. I'm going to ask you a question at the end of this video, so stay tuned. So we can put a lot of different things inside, right? And we call that content. And if we do the analogy with a business, for example, the content of a business would be the product, the money, the people working in the business, the office. That would be the content. If we do the analogy with a family, the content would be the people of the family. It would be the money that comes in the family. It would be the school, the house, the activities. That would be the content of the family, right? And as parents, we put a lot of effort in order that our content is tasty. So we look really for the right school for our children. We look for the right activities as well, for vacations, for a nice house, for enough money coming inside. So it's all the things we do as a leader of our family. And we think it's important. And it is important, I agree with you, but maybe it's not the most important. Let's look at that. What happens if there is a crack in our cup? What happens if our cup is not stable enough and the content just spills out, right? So that's why I would say that the content is very important. But if your cup, if the structure of your family is not good enough, so it's going to leak out. And how we call that in a business, when the cup is leaking, we call that failure, business failure. And in a family, when the cup cracks, we call that divorce. Okay, and then you understand why it's so important. So indeed, you can feel that if you have the right school, if you have the right enough money and so on, but the environment, the structure of the family is not welcoming, so you are not going to feel happy about your family, and your family neither. So you have to, as a leader of a family, we have to build the best structure for our family. Does that mean the right environment? And how to do that? What is the solution? How can we do that? So the first thing I would say, it's rules. Rules are important, but not only rules, it's values. The values you want to see in your family. If you have a lot of anger in your family, if you have a lot of suspicion, a lot of sadness, a lot of distrust, it's not going to work properly. So the kind of value maybe you would like to see might be something like courage, education, respect, honesty, stuff like that, right? And that's good to have the values, but then you just have to link them with rules in order to see them in the reality. Just not something you have in your mind, or the family have something in the wall of the house, but something you can really live with. That's why rules and values are very important. Another thing I find very important as well, it's emotional needs. Emotional needs are the thing that we as human need in order to feel safe, to feel secure, and to grow properly. Okay, if we don't have that, even if we have the right content, the right school and so on, we are not going to be able to take it. So that's why emotional needs are very important. And the last thing I find very important is communication. Communication is very important, because with communication you can better understand the needs of people, you can better tell your needs, and you can better go with the rules and the values of the family. So that's why communication is so important. That's the three things that I propose in my program and we work with. And yes, why it's so interesting on top of that, I think now we can feel really that when you have a nice cup, very strong and stable, and then you are able to pour the wine content, you just have best experience you can give to your family and for yourself, right? But there is something on top of that, and it's really what I have seen as I started to use this concept. It's when you find the values you want to live with, and you put the rules, and you are able to communicate that with your family, you are going to be a better version of yourself. Okay, and usually as a leader we like that. We like to be just the better person than what we have been yesterday, and that's the first good effect. And the second one is that you are going to be to teach that to your children. You are going to give them the rules or the way to be a better person for themselves. And I think as a leader of a family, as a parent, it's at the end, it's really the mission we have. It's something that we really want to achieve, to grow children, and we are sure that they have the resource, they are the person they should be, and they are ready to go and live their own life. Okay, and that's why I find that so important. And usually we never learn about that. I don't know if you have seen something like that already. We never learn about that. We learn about job, house, this kind of stuff, but we never learn about that. So that's why I find this very important to do this video today. So my question now, maybe you know what kind of content person you are, if you are more tea, coffee, water, but do you know what kind of cup person you are? Are you more a mug? Are you more like glass? What kind of cup person are you? That's my question. If you have an answer, just tip that in the chat. That would be lovely. And if you like this video, like it. And I know that I can do some other in this kind of subject. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.